gun.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
All right, for the next 15 minutes or so, we are joined by Dr. Mayer Eisenstein. We sell his book. This is the one big book we sell on vaccination. And it's an amazing book. Don't vaccinate before you educate. This is the book to give friends, family, neighbors, to inform them about what's really happening. Dr. Mayer Eisenstein is a graduate of the University of Illinois Medical School, the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Public Health, and the John Marshall Law School. In his 33 years in medicine, he has practiced, cared for more than 75,000 patients, grandparents, and children. He is board certified by the National Board of Medical Examiners, American Board of Public Health and Preventative Medicine. He's like a super doctor and a lawyer, and the American Board of Quality Assurance and Utilization Review Physicians. He is the recipient of the Howard Fellowship, Health Professional Scholarship, University of Illinois School of Medicine Scholarship, and a member of the Illinois Bar. He is the author of Give Birth at Home with the Home Birth Advantage Safe Medicine, Don't Vaccinate Before You Educate, Unequivocally Dangerous, Medical Hazards of HRT, and Unlocking Nature's Pharmacy. His medical film is, which means in Latin, above all, do no harm. They've gotten rid of the Hippocratic Oath, so that's good to still keep that alive. And a documentary on harm birth was an award winner at the Chicago Film Festival. And homefirst.com is just one of his websites, homefirst.com. Doc, I got you on about vaccines, and it's been too long, been like 2 years since I've had you on. There is so much to go into, but we were talking during the break. Please repeat the point you made when I was first talking to you.
Let me tell you, Alex, it is a true report, a comment. As I've been following this, I've been blessed. I'm a student of the late Dr. Mendelsohn, so I knew that vaccines are dangerous because he knew about that 35 years ago. And so most of my practice and none of my children have been vaccinated. But what you were talking about, eugenics, population control, that they have different stuff in the vaccines, your material's gotten soft, Alex. I mean, this is mainstream media that they're picking up on this. I wanted to know something interesting. I looked at Fox News yesterday online, and they talked about that the latest czar, Dr. John Holdren, who's a nasty, nasty person. I mean, and we're going to talk about him for a minute. He wants to push this vaccine in September. And he's the one who co-authored a book with Dr. Paul Ehrlich in the 70s about eugenics and everything. I mean, they openly said it, and he's the one who wants to push this. But so they talked about how 90,000 people are going to die. 100 people commented. 95% have been listening to Alex Jones, or I thought they were. There's mercury, you shouldn't take the vaccine. There's squalene, you shouldn't take the vaccine. Dr. Tenpenny said you shouldn't take the vaccine. I thought I was looking at an alternative medicine blog. Unbelievable. You're soft, Alex. You got to get better material. You got to make up some stuff. The New World Order, it's all real. That's what's so. It's frightening. It's absolutely
well. Here's
frightening.
The issue, and you're right. Actually, a lot of conspiracy theorists do start getting into the Earth is hollow and has space aliens in it, and Alex Jones is a reptoid, because all the mainline stuff has been admitted now, so it doesn't have that shock value. But no, I just go off the government documents. I go off of what I'm aware of. That's why now it's all mainstream news, because they're carrying their program out. But because we planted all those seeds, and you and others valiantly did as well, now we're having a big effect. And you're right. I see articles about the government health care, the vaccines, message boards on mainline newspapers in Europe, in Texas, England. And you're right, 9 out of 10 or more. When you said 95%, that's more like it. And people can go see this for themselves. They're all awake. They know. And I think the eugenicists, just like with Hitler, Hitler was a popular guy in 1936, 37, 38. Time magazine, great guy. Eugenics is great. But as soon as you stand up to them, they collapse. And I think that's starting to happen. But go ahead.
Paper tigers. Well, I just have to add a little bit something. You said 30% of doctors. That was a report out of England where they're about to do it. But said they will not administer or take the swine flu vaccine. But it's even more. 35% more said they weren't sure, which means only about 25% said they would do it. Well, that's an F in every class I've been at. I've been in a lot of classes in my life. I think the public has gotten well informed. I think there's so much material. You have done, really, I want to commend you. You've done an incredible job. You have talked and talked until people say, hey, wait a minute, Alex may be telling us something that's real. And so it's really exciting. I'm really not that worried what's going to happen. I've told all my families, 50% of the families will come to us homeschool their children. So they have a little bit of protection. I've told those who go to school, you may have to keep your children out of school. So what? Big deal. What's going to happen? They're going to end up at Harvard, Yale, because the kids don't go to school like that. Don't waste their time in school. They're the ones who end up at the top schools. But I think that they are so afraid. See, I tell you, Alex, add conspiracy theory, not even conspiracy theory. The vaccine manufacturers know that the vaccine doesn't work. They know that. They absolutely know. It's never worked. You pointed it out. The swine flu in '76 didn't work. Every year the seasonal flu vaccine doesn't work.
Well, sir, you're the medical